A federal judge in California has confirmed what any reasonable person has known for the better part of 2 months now. And that's that the Trump administration and its massed immigration agents on the streets of Los Angeles and elsewhere are engaged in widespread racial profiling and unconstitutional arrests and detainments, not just of undocumented immigrants, but of U.S. citizens as well. On Friday night, the judge issued a temporary restraining order that will theoretically stop Trump's massed immigration agents from continuing their unconstitutional practices of essentially pulling over anyone with brown skin who they think might be Mexican and therefore an undocumented immigrant. The fact that this judge has confirmed these unconstitutional practices is not going to stop Trump and Republicans from claiming that the decision was a political act. But it's anything but. The judge is not saying that ICE and other immigration agencies don't have the right to conduct immigration enforcement operations in Los Angeles and elsewhere. Instead, the judge said that while immigration agents are perfectly within their rights to conduct enforcement operations, they can't do so based on race, like someone being Mexican, and location, like a car wash or a Home Depot parking lot, alone. In her order, the judge noted that government attorneys had a week to explain how its agents were identifying possible undocumented immigrants by anything other than location, places where agents could presume where undocumented immigrants might work. The government failed to do that, leading the judge to conclude that immigration agents were quite simply just violating the Fourth Amendment rights of undocumented immigrants and U.S. citizens alike. The judge also noted that agents were violating people's rights by holding undocumented immigrants and suspected undocumented immigrants in overcrowded conditions in the basement of the federal building in Los Angeles. There, detainees have been forced to stand for hours because there's nowhere to sit or lay down. They haven't been given enough food and water, with some of them drinking out of the combined toilet and sink that's often found in jail cells. For anybody who has never seen this operation, it's not something that you want to be drinking out of. In addition to poor conditions, these agents have also been refusing to allow detainees to see their lawyers. Now, Republicans have already started to criticize this order, saying that it was a political act, and I'm sure the phrase liberal activist judge is soon to be thrown around. But most reasonable people can see that what Trump's secret police, massed immigration agents, whatever you want to call them, have been engaged in are widespread constitutional rights violations. We're supposed to be guaranteed the ability to walk out of our homes without carrying our passport on us, just in case a police officer comes up to us demanding to know whether or not we're a U.S. citizen. That hasn't been the case in Los Angeles and lots of other places in the last 2 months. So, will the Trump administration and its agents on the ground in LA and elsewhere abide by this restraining order? This new order that says that they can't keep doing things the way that they have been? I'm guessing that a lot of these agencies will tell their agents to continue operating as normal in direct defiance of the judge's order. And that puts us in uncharted territory. In a situation in which federal law enforcement agents are openly defying a court order, the only way to stop them is civil disobedience and pushback from local law enforcement. Neither of those remedies are particularly reflective of a well-functioning democracy. Clashes between paramilitary organizations, law enforcement at the federal and state levels is typically the stuff of autocratic regimes not located in the United States. But unfortunately, that's the situation that we find ourselves in. And the question now remains is whether or not local law enforcement will uphold their oaths to the Constitution in a way that the Trump administration and its massed immigration agents in Los Angeles and elsewhere refuse to do.